Hello, my people. I'm confused. Why do these stories continue to come? I'm thinking, here's the next step. We're going to put a button on the website that says save a dink. Click that button, then you save that link and you send it to the dink. Send the link to the dink. That's going to take them to a page just of these videos, and hopefully they watch it and realize, oh no, I've been a dink, and then they stop being a dink, because this is just getting dumb, really, honestly, really out of hand. Nevertheless, my vigor for this fight has never been stronger, and we will take on these dinks. We'll take on every last one of them. Let's roll. Thank you for joining me on yet another Friday. We have to do something about this dinkishness, and I'm extending the parameters today. Didn't want to do it, but have to. I have to include those who ride bicycles. I am sure that I will alienate some of the bicycle viewers that we have, but if you claim these dinks as your people, then you are not my people. These are dinks, all right? And if you claim them as yours, then you are also in that realm, in which case, if there was a line, you're on that side. We are 180 degrees apart, but looking at one another, and so when 0 degrees, looking zero, but across there's a chasm separating us. We are not on the same side. As always, I am a fan of exercise and being healthy and doing things to better yourself. Do not force your idiocy on others. And that is where our story begins. I am driving down the road, obeying all road signs and laws that are applicable to my realm that I'm in. I pull up behind a gentleman driving a very nice luxury automobile. We are both in the right turn lane of a stoplight. I'm not sure why this luxury vehicle did not have the windows tinted, but it didn't, and I could see him perfectly. It is a two-way street. He looks to his left to see if there are any vehicles occupying the lane his heart desires to be in. At the same time, a gentleman riding a bicycle on the wrong side of the road, I think he did this on purpose to make his point, because the gentleman in the luxury car inched out and then a little bit more, kind of, a trust but verify. This guy slams on his brakes and pounds the top of the car. The gentleman in the car is now understandably frightened and scared because someone just banged on the roof of his car, and he turns and he looks at the gentleman. The guy starts screaming at him. Screaming while he's right here. Car's right here. He's right here. He's yelling at him. The guy starts yelling back, and you know what? I'll be honest, I don't even fault the driver because you hit my car, you dink. I am sitting here watching this whole thing unfold like this. The dink looks at me, sees my mouth open in just utter disbelief in what I am actually seeing, and he starts yelling at me, and then he shows me some more sign language. I am beginning to think that this language is like currency or something to dinks, because they use it on such a regular basis, and they themselves are in the wrong. I am not a bicycle riding person, so I actually went and looked up the laws in my state, which you should do, and I learned that if you're riding in the bike lane, which this dink was, you must ride the same direction as traffic. You are not special, dink. You cannot do that. You were in the wrong. And striking the top of a luxury automobile is stupid. If you had a plate, I would write it down in order to make you pay for the dent removal in the roof of my car. What madness exists that makes you think you are righteous in this endeavor? I could maybe begin to understand if this guy was just in sweats and a t-shirt riding down the road and that happened and he was frustrated. Okay, maybe you don't know the rules and the laws of the road, but he is in full biker regalia. Looks as though he is sponsored for some team or something, and you, sir, need to know the rules. You're on the wrong side. Not to mention, car versus bike pretty much wins every time. Always wins. Oh, there's never an instance. There's never been a time where you heard that a car hit a guy on a bike and they were like, oh man, the guy on the bike's totally fine, but that car is messed up. Do not impose your dinkishness and idiocy. I am not sorry, Mr. Dink, that you looked at me and my eyes displayed a look of disbelief at what I was actually witnessing. And you saw him doing it because he was inching forward. I didn't see you coming either because I saw him moving forward and then I looked to the left. I wanted to make sure there was no one in my lane that I wanted to occupy. I understand you need to look to the right, but no cars are coming from the right. You look to the left because that's where the main source of damage is going to come from should you get hit. No one worries about phantom cars to the right. No one. one worries about that. You wanna know why? Because they don't hit you. And whoever the wonderful law crafters of the land were decided that, hey, let's not have bicycles get in the way of those cars because we don't wanna kill a bunch of people on bicycles, so you guys ride with the flow of traffic. I am starting to see dinkishness encroach into so many different areas, and it is really starting to grind my almonds. And not in a cool, awesome, like almond butter way, like deliciousness, like almond flour way, without any water to mix it. I don't know where this example's going, but it is irritating me a whole bunch. The problem, Dinky Man, is that you think you're right. And I'm not sure where this mindset came from. If you're spying in the realm of Dinkdom and have some access to some microfilm stored in the Dink Vault, let me know. I need to know what it is. What drives these dinks? What makes them think they are correct? When did this become acceptable dinkishness? When did we give dinkishness a green light? Definitely not when you're riding on the wrong side of the road, we didn't. If you do, tell me so that I can better understand my enemy. I am coming for you, dinks. Have a great week. And keep telling stories.